Hater alert. Hater alert. Hater alert. Nigga just mad.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chelsea, and for today's video I just wanted to hop on the discourse that I've been seeing around few months about acting white, or Oreo or whatever. And I just had my 2 cents that maybe a little different, a little radical. Some may offend, some may not, I don't know. It honestly might not even make too much sense, but since when do my videos ever make a whole lot of sense? Well, let's just jump right into it. And honestly, I don't even think that it's gonna be organized. I just jotted down some points that I think are good to me. So just let me know what you think in the comments down below after the video. So the whole concept of acting white, we all know this. Like, if you live in like Western countries, black people usually get the whole you act white from black people or non-blacks and whatever, and niggas get offended. And I'm just like, some of y'all, to be quite honest with y'all treat it as a personality trait. Y'all treat it as the worst of the worst, being called white or being called Oreo. And I'm just like, you're just a palatable black. That's all it is. Like, that's all it is. Black people are seeing how you're more palatable to non-black people, and they're just calling it out. Okay, a little background story. I used to be called, not like all the time, but like I used to be called like white, or you talk white like a white girl, or you act white or whatever. And I was just like, I never really got offended like y'all niggas could be getting offended when people call you that. Y'all be getting real mad about it, like real mad, like making it a whole ass personality, a whole ass trauma. Relax. First of all, relax. Some of y'all gotta let that go. You were called that in middle school, in high school. You're in college. You're pushing 30, baby. You're pushing 30. I think you can let it go. It is not that deep. It is not that serious. I promise you. Cause 9 times out of 10, you were being called that by black people because they saw, once again, how I said, you're just more palatable to non-black people. You're one of the good niggers, to be honest. So y'all issues of being called white would be because you're speaking proper, or because you're dressed a certain way, listening to a certain kind of music, doing whatever that isn't stereotypically black. And it's like, okay, that's sad. Okay, like, okay, but y'all really get so mad about it, and you just have to understand, like, there's just like, I know people say, oh, you can't act the color, and I'm here to tell you, you can. And I'm here to tell you, you can act the color. Like, I'm sorry, like, there's just some different things that, it's not like genetically based. It's not genetically based. It's just like the way that we're socialized. And it's just some things where it's just like, it's stereotypically something black people do. Like, you know how you kiss your teeth? Everybody in the fucking black diaspora be kissing their teeth. In every single culture, you kiss your teeth. Or you put your hands on your hips. Or there's just some things that across the diaspora you just do as a collective. And then you're labeled as acting a color, which is freaking understandable. I'm sorry, to me. So yes, you can act a color. And y'all would purposefully look at how non-black people act, or especially white people act, and y'all would try to mimic that in order to fit in those white spaces. That's why you got labeled as acting white. That's what it comes down to, because y'all wanted to be the palatable Negro, and y'all would mimic what you would see white people do. Therefore, you wanted to, be adjacent to whiteness even though you're a whole Negro. I'm sorry, that's what y'all were doing. I used to get, I got like the comment of acting white like 1 or 2 times. Like, it was never that serious for me, like it was for some of y'all that make it a personality trait. I honestly don't think it was even that deep for you, but that's y'all's feelings. I can't really, compete with that. But it's just, it never really hurt me like that. And to be quite honest with you, I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's not that like, no, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I wanted, because I would see how white people would act, and I would also, like, I don't know, try to reach that level of entering into their spaces, if that makes sense. I would try to, commodify myself into trying to reach whiteness, if that makes sense. I would try to, like, not even try to speak proper, but like just to, I don't even know how to make it make sense. I don't know why I was lost for words there, but what I mean is that I would try to mimic their behavior, therefore acting white, mimicking what I was saying that they're doing, because I saw how they were treated better in school and just things like that. So therefore I was acting white. So y'all's argument of you really can't act a color, that's a fallacy. That's a fallacy. In addition to that, like, when I literally stepped into America, it was honed in me from day one. You want to aspire to whiteness. You want to aspire to Americanness, to the way of life of America, which is aspiring to become like white people. So therefore, you literally can act a fucking color. So I don't know why y'all get so tight about that when people point it out. Like, it's something that we are told to do as Black people, to aspire to whiteness, to non-Black people's way of life. So I don't know why y'all tripping. Every single time you would ask people that got hated for acting white, their first instinct would be to say, it's because I spoke proper English. Well, duh, you were acting white. Like, you was acting white. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, if you live in the US, like, it's more stereotypically known that Black people, especially African Americans, so because like not all Black people in America are, African Americans, they usually speak in AAVE. They usually speak in AAVE, or people that aren't African Americans, they usually have an accent or a broken English. But when you're speaking, when you make yourself speak without using AAVE or without an accent, you are, in my eyes, appealing to whiteness. Because to be honest, I kind of did that too. Like, I don't really have an accent from, because I'm African, I don't really have an accent, That's because I was trying to, appeal to whiteness. It's something that was just ingrained in me, ELL and all that shit, is to speak like white people. And I don't know how it was in my head, but I don't even know how I even unlearned that. But it's just all of a sudden, like, I just stop trying to appease to whiteness. I don't know if that makes any sense. Yeah, it's just like in my mind, all of a sudden I just stopped trying to appease with whiteness. I don't even know when it was, but some of y'all, I can tell that y'all are still trying to appease to whiteness. I'm sorry. Some of y'all are still trying to be on the professionalism train, trying to really, cut yourself short, not really show that you're Black other than your skin color. So you be doing what white people be doing. I'm sorry. There's just some things what white people or non-Blacks be doing that you just feel like you want to do, even though that's not even what you want to do, but you just want to enter those spaces to make your life easier. And in that same breath, people that were labeled as acting white, 9 times out of 10, those people turned out to be colorists. Those people turned out to inflict violence upon Black people in order to enter non-Black spaces. That's what it comes down to. Like, I'm sorry, some of y'all that be crying boo-hoo, crying down about being labeled as acting white, 9 times out of 10, y'all are shitting on Black people. Y'all are shitting on Black people. And it's just like, you're really telling me that isn't, fed behavior? Like, Okay. I know I just said that people who were labeled as white turn around to be anti-black or usually are anti-black. I just feel like to a certain degree, black people are socialized to hate ourselves. So yeah, I did participate in anti-blackness because that's literally the society we live in. But it is my duty and our duty to unlearn that shit every fucking day. You know? So don't cancel me, y'all. Please. I'm doing my best to unlearn anti-blackness. Thank you. Like, I once had a teacher, like, in my junior or senior year, and I don't know how we were talking, but I was talking about how these people at my school, because it's just a non-black school, how these people at my school are just very anti-black and da-da-da. And then I don't know how she got here, but she was like, yeah, it's because you don't speak in ghetto, you don't act ghetto. And in my head, I was very fucking shocked, first of all, so I didn't really know how to respond to that. But in my head, I was like, what the fuck? And then it just dawned on to me, they don't see me as, as threatening because, first of all, I code switch. Second of all, I don't even speak to these people, so how would they even know how I actually speak? Third of all, I don't want to be around y'all. Y'all do not know me. Y'all do not know me. So you being more quiet, you being, cutting yourself short, code switching. Like, code switching is, acting white because you're not really fully being yourself. You're trying to attain whiteness. You're trying to, be in a white space in order to shield yourself from anti-blackness. So I don't understand why y'all got so butthurt when people say that. It's just, niggas do that. Y'all do that in order to, I don't even know if any of this makes any sense, but y'all do that in order to shield yourself from anti-blackness. But y'all take it to the extreme and just don't know how to differentiate protecting yourself or mimicking that same violence onto other black people, if any of that makes any sense. Y'all know what I'm saying? It's like, y'all try to appease non-black people so much that you turn around and just are so violent and vile to black people, and especially poor black people who honestly do not want to enter white spaces, non-black spaces, who honestly do not care to cut themselves short and enter non-black spaces. Does any of that make sense? And I also feel like the people who are called, acting white or Oreos, those people never really try to center the race. I'm sorry, I'm a strong advocate of centering your race because, nigga, I'm here. You're gonna center my race, period. Y'all are the type of people that are like, I don't want to discuss race. I just want to be me without being black. Nigga, sucks for you. You gonna be a nigga until you die. I'm sorry. Y'all really try to cut yourself short. Never discussing race, never discussing the oppression y'all face in order to make non-black people to make them comfortable. And that's just not me. That's where we lose the plot in it. Because for me, y'all, we gonna talk about race. First of all, I'm not even gonna be in those spaces because I don't want to be in those spaces. But that's why y'all are just more palatable. Because y'all don't make them uncomfortable with your race. But the fact is, your race is a, sounding alarm to them because they view you as black before you're even human. That's what it comes down to. You're viewed as black before you're human. So might as well, center your race. But y'all just want to be whoever you are without centering your race. And it's just like, that ain't gonna work for me. Literally, liberalism was in their bag when they created the whole concept of colorblindness, because you niggas literally have not let it go. And that's why y'all stay getting, fucked over. Why wouldn't you want to center the biggest component of your life as to why you're facing oppression, as to why black people have been facing oppression for centuries, way before European colonization at that. Why wouldn't you want to center that? That's why y'all are just, that's why, I'm sorry, that's why I be calling some black people acting white, because it's just like, you just want to appease non-black people. I'm sorry, like, y'all really be screaming, I'm too black for the non-blacks and I'm too non-black for the blacks, and it's just like, y'all really be sounding like biracials. I'm so sorry, because it's like, I do not want to be in those spaces, because those spaces, to me, I'm still going to face violence. I'm still going to face anti-blackness. And that's where you and I are different. Because I want to be in a space where I'm black and human. But you want to be in a space where you're just not even seen. Just as another, you know, just as another item, an object to be oppressed. And it's just like, those not what I want. That's not what I want. I don't know. And some people may be like, well, and some people may be like, well, you're just stuck in that victim mentality. Like, black people are no longer slaves. Black people are still slaves. Black people have been slaves for centuries. For centuries. Okay? There's still slavery going on today, to this day. And not just class slavery, like racial slavery. And I just want to know why you wouldn't want to acknowledge how black people, how blackness has been victimized, how it has been exploited and oppressed. Why wouldn't you want to acknowledge that? It's just like, to me, it seems like these people are just trying to, you know, escape or distance themselves from black struggle. Blackness is struggling. Blackness is oppression. That's what it is. But we are more than that, obviously. But sometimes y'all just want to look at the happy, you know, black people, you know, luxury, money, all of that. But that's still oppressive. We just need to discuss. I don't even know if any of this shit makes any sense. But we just need to hold space of how niggas been done dirty, and, you know, call out the fucking culprits. But y'all niggas be wanting to kiki with the culprits, and that's where there's a disconnect, if that makes sense. Because y'all really be wanting to participate in this diversity bullshit with your oppressors. And it's just like, that's really not me. I don't know. Like, I'm saying a whole lot of, but I don't know. Hopefully this shit resonate with at least one person. Some black Americans have also pointed out that the people that be getting called acting white, they're usually middle or upper class black people, and they usually be shitting on poor or working class black people. Because in the terms of like AVE, like that that language comes from poor working class black people. And people who are of higher status, they are rejecting of that. They're rejecting of, you know, the culture that is black American. So if you're rejecting that culture, that means you're wanting to aspire to non-black culture. Does that make any sense? Like, do you guys get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Man, I'm so fucking tired. I should not have made a video right now. But yeah, niggas that usually be getting called acting white, they're usually just looking down on poor black people, because they view them as something to get far away from. That's what it comes down to. They don't want to be, you know, affiliated with a stereotypical black person. And it's just like, girl, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Y'all can choke. Y'all can go to hell. Because what? Y'all be treating poor black people so nasty when they're literally the backbone of so many things, so many culture, so many contribution to black culture. But y'all be wanting to treat them like shit, but turn around to steal and use their ideas without even acknowledging them. And it's just like nasty, violent, nasty. I don't know, I've been talking and I don't know if it made any sense, but if it did, y'all let me know, comment down below, like, whatever. If I made a bad point, let me know and I was playing myself better. But bottom line, conclusion, I really do not give a fuck if y'all were called acting white, whitewash, Oreo, all of that, because y'all were just, who cares? First of all, who cares? Second of all, 9 times out of 10, it's because you were aspiring to get far away from blackness, which in and of itself is an issue. Yes, you can act a color. Please get with the program. Third of all, 9 times out of 10, you were contributing to anti-blackness. So what now? So what now? And you're probably contributing to anti-blackness and colorism because you want to get away from blackness. So where do we go from here? Unlearn that behavior, apologize, fucking, I don't know, change your fucking behavior. Stop trying to aspire to non-blackness. You're never gonna do that. You're fucking nigga. Like, look at your skin color. You're never gonna do that. Look at your features. You're never gonna reach that. Relax, you know, relax. Stop trying to break yourself to aspire to those things. You'll never be that. You'll never be that. But anyway, child, I'll see how I edit this. But yeah, if you guys like my video, please like, comment, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you guys next time, hopefully. Bye.